Hello and welcome back to the Straightened Out Podcast.
Woo!
I'm going to skip the small talk and we're going to jump right into it because we have the one, the only,
Italian princess in the
a
building.
real life Long Island princess.
Yes, yes. Long Island to Staten Island.
Are you here now?
No, I live in Long Island.
God.
But we're merging islands.
For real.
I really have felt like the boroughs, Long Island's not a borough, but Long Island is a borough at the end of the day, whatever. I think the boroughs have been coming together lately.
Yes.
Usually there's beef, but like we've all been...
Yes, we're squashing the beef.
Yeah, we've all been coming together.
And
We're
I think
all
Long
linking. I
Island is
love
the
it.
closest to Staten Island, I think. I think they're like a mix of Queens and Staten Island together.
Well, everyone in Brooklyn, when you leave Brooklyn, you either go left or right.
Yes.
So,
It's true. My family went, what is it? Which one is which?
well, to me, the right of Brooklyn is Staten Island, and the left of Brooklyn
yeah,
is
my
Long
family went
Island.
left.
Yeah.
Right?
West is what? It's actually opposite because east is Long Island,
Oh.
which would be right, and west would
Listen,
be left.
guys,
Technicalities undone.
I would
Whatever.
I never
If I'm
excelled
looking
in,
at Bay Parkway, Long Island's to the left. That's all I know.
I never excelled in geography, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Me
definitely not
neither.
my
You know, I got
forte.
to do at least one correction a podcast.
Of course. Why not? A lesson.
Leanna, welcome to the Straightened Out Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
How does it feel to be here?
I'm very excited. A little nervous, but excited.
Don't be.
The
Are
second
you kidding?
podcast. What was the first?
Growing up Italian.
Okay, you started big. All right, good.
Listen, our budget isn't as big as theirs, but welcome.
And we don't got sandwiches peddled
That's
out
okay,
the
that's
basement,
okay, that's
but it's
okay.
fine.
We did get you. I heard that's your favorite
This is
drink.
my favorite soda.
Your
I drink
blood
so many
orange.
of those. My teeth are rotting because of all the sugar from these. And I drink a day. I'm probably pre-diabetic from those sodas.
Oh my God, God forbid, God forbid. We got to get you, what's it called? A sponsorship with the dentist to come
Yes,
in.
yeah. You know, my dentist
Get all the
watches
rotted
me.
teeth out.
No,
yeah,
And
listen,
everybody
let
in the
'em go.
office, yeah. So when I'm eating, I have like the worst teeth, but just because I eat so much, like candy, that's my downfall is sugar.
Yeah.
So like I'll go to the dentist and they'll fill the cavity, right? And they'll be like, all right, don't eat anything. And I'm like, okay. But then I go
You leave the
online
dentist.
and
Yeah.
And they watch you
and
do
then they
everything
watch me.
wrong.
My face will still be swollen. And I'll be stuffing my face with like the pizzeria
You know,
across the street.
you know what candy I'm obsessed with? I eat it like at least 8 days out of the 7 days a week. The Nerds gummy clusters.
Oh, those are my
Oh,
candy.
he loves them. I want you to know, I got sick once, and he made me a care package, and he put fucking gummy clusters in my care
I
package.
thought you were gonna say you got sick from the gummy
no.
clusters.
No, you got sick?
All right, this is like a short story. I'm gonna make it a short story. I was like seeing this guy. He was like this older guy, and he got me like all this candy. Like we were having a sleepover. He got me all this candy. Like, and there was like a big bag of Nerds gummy clusters. So I was eating it. Like I ate the whole candy in like 10 minutes. He's like, you gotta stop. So then he's like taking all my other candy away. I'm like, but why'd you buy me all this candy? Long story short, it was like the middle of the night. I was so sick from the Nerd gummy clusters.
So basically you overdosed on
I
Nerds.
overdosed.
Yeah.
It was so embarrassing.
Oh my God, that is so
Now, wait,
funny.
you
Did you
sleeping
throw
on his
up?
couch?
I was sleeping at the time, and I threw
Throw up?
from Nerds gummy.
I have a
That is
question.
hilarious.
If you're sleeping over for the first time, second time, third time, would you rather shit in front of a guy or throw up in front of a guy?
Throw up, but I don't sleep over.
Hell no.
I never.
Wow.
So there was this one guy who was really nice. Okay, whatever, blah blah blah. And he used to try to get me to sleep over. So like he would like close all the lights really fast. I'd be like, oh no,
Yeah.
what are you doing? I gotta leave. So then I think he got like offended that I would leave. But like, come on, I'm not sleeping over.
So how many dates until you sleep over? Like, what's your...
Oh my god, a lot. Like a couple of months. Because then
Really?
the next morning is so awkward.
Yeah.
Because then you're waking up. I wake up early. So then if they're still sleeping, I'm just laying there like, can you please wake up? Like, I'm like, you
Yeah.
know, like, come on now. I got to go. I want to go to the gym. Like, I got stuff to do in the morning.
I would ask Antonia how many dates to sleep over, but she don't date, so
Period.
no sleepovers in her future.
No sleepovers.
No
I'll put it out on the
sleepovers.
first night, so I'll sleep over. I don't give a fuck.
I hate sleepovers.
I don't like a sleepover.
I've never done a sleepover in my life.
Really?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't like a
Thank
sleepover.
God, because waking up to you
Imagine.
and that dragon breath. I'm joking. Her breath smells so nice in the morning. Jen, what do you think is the right number of dates before you sleep over?
You probably can't ask me because I just move you in. So it's like 3 days you're living with me. No.
Literally.
Like that's been the last one, but no. I don't I don't sleep over. I'd rather have someone sleep at my house, I
Yeah.
think, because I, want to be comfortable and with my own stuff, my own toothbrush, my own things that I could grab. Like she said, first thing I do every morning, alone or not, is I go brush my teeth. So I want to be able to do that.
So.
Yeah. You know, you got to take your morning pee, your teeth brushing. So I want to do it in my own house. But I would say 4 or 5.
Okay. But now, does a vacation count as a sleepover? Like,
Oh, vacation. We gotta be married practically. Because I gotta be comfortable.
Hell
like
yeah.
really comfortable at that point.
Hell
Or else we're
yeah.
staying in different rooms.
you're
my
a
God,
Gemini
that
or
sounds
you're
like
a
a
Cancer?
dream.
Yeah, you're very Cancer coded. Geminis would be like, let's go. Let's get on
No,
the
I
plane
don't
right
like going
now.
on vacation unless I really know somebody.
I agree. I don't even like going on vacation with friends because by the time I get home, I hate them.
Yeah, same.
Noted. As we plan
No,
our trip
I
next
mean-
week.
No, literally. Me and Rob went on vacation. I hated him on the trip. I didn't hate you when we came home because then I came to your house. We ate chicken nuggets.
Yeah, no, but
But I hated you on the trip.
No, but I feel like we only hated each other for like the first 2 days, and then like the next 2 days.
Yeah, because I came up.
we
I literally.
bonded because
I want to tell you what happened.
We were laughing at everyone.
We went on this stupid fucking vacation that you already know about because we spoke about it. The Florida trip.
The Florida trip.
So we went on a
Florida
stupid fucking
Gate,
vacation.
Miami
Miami Gate. This stupid fucking vacation, and he wasn't talking to me. He was giving me the fucking silent treatment. It was pissing me off. You could do a lot of things to me. You give me the fucking silent treatment, I'll lose my fucking mind. I'll lose my mind.
Noted.
So now, he wasn't
but
talking.
before you move forward, you also have to make this known.
No, I'm not even talking about the fight.
We fight
All
for
the
the
time.
plot, and we fight to make other people uncomfortable.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
But you're fucking giving me the silent treatment. You're pissing me off now. P.S. I woke up
I have
every
to
morning on vacation. I went downstairs. I went to the gym. I was on the treadmill, right? I'm walking on the treadmill. I'm looking at my clock. I'm like, it's fucking 11:30. He still isn't even fucking up. That's a lie. I texted him. I'm like, are you fucking up yet? You fucking up? What are you fucking doing in that room? I was so annoyed. He goes, yeah, I'm up. Whatever. He said to me. I go, I'm fucking coming up there. You better be ready to fight. I went upstairs and I was in my gym clothes on the couch screaming at him. The other people that were on vacation with us were inside. They were like,
Shitting their pants.
Antonia's yelling at Rob. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. We were screaming at each other.
But let's not forget, we went to Miami, and these bitches were sleeping at 10 o'clock. I wasn't going to the club till 2 in the morning. Not coming home until 9 o'clock in the morning the next
sleeping.
day.
What was
I
this,
don't
11?
care.
Were you going to 11?
No, Booby Trap. I went to Live. I went to Vendome, just like my usual spots in Miami that I like to go
Yeah,
to.
he wanted to party. I didn't want to party,
Yeah.
but like I don't care that you want to party.
I'm not flying
You
to Miami.
you
and
were
I'm
mad at me
partying.
about the one hotel.
I wouldn't
No, it
even care
wasn't
if they
mad
were
about
fighting. I'd just be
anything.
like, bye, see you later.
I
Call
don't
me when you're
remember.
But it
done.
was a real fight? Like,
No.
We never really
I
fight.
enjoyed fighting with her to make the other 2 girls uncomfortable because like we had just become friendly with them. Like we just like randomly went on this trip with them,
Unfortunately.
and
Yeah,
it's
it was
just
like
funny.
after like a week or
I
two
like
of friendship.
fighting in front of people because it's like that's how you can really like wean out like who's really your friend, who's gonna accept you for what you are. Because like if I can't fight with you and then go eat a chicken nugget 2 minutes later, I can't be friends with you.
Facts.
Okay. Understandable.
Yeah, so like we beefed it out. It was funny. It was funny. But he
All
was giving me
right.
the silent treatment. It was annoying the fuck out of me.
I know, I hate the
Right.
silent treatment.
Yo.
You ever want to make your bitch? You ever want to make your man angry? Just act like he's not there. Don't speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
But I can't
Definitely
do that.
works.
Oh no, I can't.
Me either.
I can't. I go nuts.
I can't.
I can, but they live with me, so then I can't.
You could be sleeping in the bed next to me. I'm just not gonna
I
acknowledge
can't.
you.
I could do it for like an hour. Like, okay, like screw you. But then like my brain starts turning and
Me
like my
too.
blood. And once my blood boils, I like see red. Like I black out and I go nuts. And
And
then
then
like
leave the house. You gotta leave the house. Stay away from them.
no, well they'll leave
I'll
the
start
house
texting
and
them.
I'll
Right.
find them.
Right.
Yes.
And I'll find
Me
them.
too. I'll text them. I don't
I'll
care.
text.
I'll call until my phone catches on fire. I'm one of those. And then afterwards,
That's a
like
cancer for sure.
yeah. And then once I calm down, I'm like, oh.
Wait, I literally said, I was like, I'm like one of those, you know when people have a dog and when you walk in the house, it starts barking and barking and they're like, oh, could you just pet it? It'll stop. That's me. I'm the dog that barks and barks and barks. But once you like pay attention a little, I'll shut the fuck up. But I gotta be like dramatic first.
Well, that's like me right now. I lost my voice because me and my man were beefing.
yeah.
And last week we were beefing bad. Bad fight. Where
Wait, hold on. I seen you change your Instagram profile picture for 2 seconds. Was that? What was
him.
that?
So we were
Yo,
beefing,
I was screaming.
We were beefing bad to the point where R.I.P. to his tires.
Okay.
What were you beefing over?
right,
I need to
Lana.
know. Give us the backstory.
Period. It's just we just go back and forth. But he's very nice. But that's what he does. I think he likes to get under my skin a
What's
little
his
bit.
sign?
Scorpio.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh my God.
Why they do that?
No, I'm a
She's a
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
she
do
does
it.
that.
Scorpio
So-
and Cancer is a very good but bad mix.
Yes.
Excellent when you really love each other. Terrible when you're fighting.
Yes.
Terrible.
So then whatever happened, whatever, like I said, and then afterwards, like I'm like calling him and he's not answering. I'm like,
Could you do me a favor? Put the mic towards you a little bit more, or like aim it towards
R.I.P.
you.
to his tires. I'm surprised it wasn't R.I.P. to your tires.
no, he would never.
So what were you guys beefing over? What's the
Like-
backstory?
Like I said, it's just it's a little bit me, cause like I'll just pull things out of thin air, and he's working. He's like, I'm working. I don't care, Answer your
Same.
phone. But that's how he is. He likes to ignore me, just cause I think he likes a little bit crazy. So I'm like, all right, if you like crazy, I'll show you crazy. So then whatever. I had never done it before, and I always wanted to do it cause it's funny,
What? Slash his tires?
I
Now
agree.
You say
Am I alone
you
here?
like
No,
No.
you're not.
Oh, so I never did it. So we were fighting, and I said to him, I'm like, you better come outside, or I'm gonna get your tires. So and I hung up.
And he didn't come outside.
Then he calls me back. He's in his car. He drove somewhere. I'm like, I'm like, bring that car back. So he brings it back. He parks it in front of a camera. We're talking, whatever, blah blah blah. We're talking, and so like he thinks we're good, and we were good because I wasn't mad anymore. But I came with that intention.
So you had to finish the job.
So I had to do it
So
because I
you
just
premeditated the flashing of the tires.
No.
Only if he
if he
presses
presses
charges.
no.
Or the tires do.
So
This
so
is
then
Renee and Junior. I just want you to know, Cancer, Scorpio, man. It's a great mix, but a bad mix. Go ahead.
that's how it is. So then he's like, I got to get back to work. So then I was like, okay. But then I was like, you know what?
You ain't going to work.
I was like, there goes your tires. And he turns around. So now he's watching in disbelief because he didn't know what was gonna happen. I was in my car. I sped to his car. I get out. And I carry little blades just
For fun.
For protection.
just for fun. So I had this one little blade and I tried to do it, but it didn't cut. So I had another one. I take it. I never did it before, so like I put it in, but I didn't put it enough, so it didn't do anything. So then I'm like cutting it, and he has big tires, and he's watching now in disbelief. So then I go to the second one, and I put it in. Now he's coming over here. I'm laughing. He's laughing. I go to the third one. Now I'm like getting stupid, like not realizing what's gonna happen. I take it, and I like boom, all of a sudden the tire exploded.
Explodes.
I didn't know that could happen, that the tire explode. So
No,
I-
I'm dead.
so now we're outside and there's everybody. It's 1:00 in the afternoon. The tire explodes and I scream. Cause I'm like, oh my God, I thought my hand got blown off. He grabs the little pocket knife that I had, runs, chucks it in a dumpster. And I'm like, oh my God. So I get in my car, I drove off. So then maybe 10 minutes after that, I calmed down. I wanted to be in love again.
Yo,
So I'm
dead.
calling him. I thought we were gonna be good. I'm calling, not answering. Rob is like,
I just need to know one thing. What does this man do for work?
Hope he doesn't need his car.
well, no. So I'm calling. Hours are going by. I'm sending him these funny emojis, giving him the finger. Then I was posting stuff on my story, like these funny boomerangs, whatever, blah blah. And I'm calling him. Finally, I get somebody else to call. I'm like, tell him to call me. So he calls me. He goes, what? You pumped my tires? I was like, he's like, you cost me $1,000. I needed a tow truck. But I was like, and then I'm starting to cry. I'm like, oh, you don't love me. He's like, but I'm on the phone with you now. But then, anyways, we squashed it and we were good.
Okay.
Yo, I love
I
it.
would have bat your window down.
No, he's good.
I
No,
would've turned your
he's-
car upside
he's good.
over.
I wouldn't have done it if I thought he was gonna call the cops. But he's nice. He wouldn't do that to me.
Now, is he a blue collar man?
Yeah, he's a blue collar
The
man.
street guy?
He's a
Because
blue
if you
collar-
did that shit to a street guy, you're getting beat up.
No, he's a nice blue collar man.
Okay.
I think
So basically, you're the street guy in the
Yeah,
relationship.
I was gonna say. I think she's the street guy, or she's like definitely an honorary mob wife. Because I'm actually thinking we got the wrong clips for her because these are the tame ones. But she
I
needs
know,
the
for
violent
real.
shit.
So then it's so funny because then I was in Brooklyn, and like I was at this pizzeria, and like the owner, he's like, "Oh, you're such a sweet girl." Like he's like, "Never change. You're so sweet." Like he's like, "You have such a sweet face." And I turned to my friend, I'm like, "This guy has no idea the day before I'm slashing tires."
Yo, that is so
That's
funny.
insanity,
But I just-
diabolical. I don't even have the word for that.
That's iconic.
But I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
But
you.
now
on
I
that.
got it out of my system, so now I'll never do it again. I was like,
She's like, I can't risk a tire popping like that again.
no, that was scary.
Almost
I would have
lost
did.
a limb.
I would have did all four if it wasn't for the one exploding like that. That was scary. So I don't recommend doing it.
No, but apparently you only do 3 because
That's
it's if you pop all 4, it's an insurance.
I
you
heard
could
that
do
too.
something like that.
I heard that too, and I said that to him. I was like, I'm gonna pop 3 of them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I told him, he goes, "Oh, moron." Then I'll just pop the 4th one. And then he's like, "I'll get the insurance money." I'm like, "Oh, you're right." Because the insurance won't know if you pop the 4th one or they
Yeah,
popped
yeah,
all
yeah.
4. I don't know how that works. I think
Me
it's
either.
a myth.
Jesus Christ, we're never gonna get Aflac to sponsor this
Who would have
podcast.
thought we'd be teaching people how to pop a tire?
Leanna, I want to know your origin story. Like, how did this Italian princess start? How'd you get on social media?
Yo,
Were
but
you
wait, she
nicknamed
told
by a
me
street
this.
guy? Like,
Oh, I
need
told
to
you the
know.
story?
Yeah.
All right.
It was a thirst trap.
All right. So it started because then this was like maybe 2.5 years ago. I was like dating this like older guy in Brooklyn. And he was another one.
Now, wait, hold on. Is someone recently, we had gone to an event together. I posted you, Antonia posted you, like we posted our picture together. And then like people came out of the woodworks, regular people, they were like, "Oh my God, is she still living in Florida with
No, I don't.
this rich guy that has Ferraris?" Because like mad people came
No.
to me and they're like, "Oh my God, I know that girl.
No.
She dates a baller from Florida that,
No.
that drives all these cars." Like,
No.
I never even asked you about that.
And I didn't live in Florida. I just went to vacation. And social media is not what it seems. So I'm gonna put it at that. So if somebody seems like they're a baller and they're not really
Yeah,
a
no
baller.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? But no,
So
fake
were you
flags.
driving around in a rented drop top Ferrari?
I
Like,
don't know.
what?
I didn't see the
Was
title.
it his boys? Like,
I didn't see
what
the,
was it?
I didn't see the title.
Was it
so-
even insured?
I don't know.
Was it a tag job?
So no. So I was dating this older guy in Brooklyn, and like we like stopped talking, whatever, because I get a little crazy.
You? What
No,
do you
not me,
mean?
not me,
Not
Antonia.
you.
So then I was like, you know what? And then you know what it is? Like I find people that always give me the silent treatment, and I hate it. But I think that's how men are,
Yeah.
and I hate
It's
it.
their go-to. It's their go-to.
It's what they do to get a rise out of you.
And they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
So I didn't have social media at the time. Like I was completely off the grid. Like I was living a normal life. And he used to tell people like, "Oh, she's amazing. She doesn't have any social media. She's never on her phone, blah, blah, blah." So I was like, all right, screw you. Now
I
I'm going
see
to
where
make
this
it.
story's going.
So I made a social media. And like I would do like cute little, it was the summer. I would do cute little like thirst traps, like in a bikini, like eating a sandwich. And I would always tag Brooklyn because that's where he was in. I'm in Long Island. So I'd always tag the location Brooklyn. So the videos would be dispersed around Brooklyn. So like I was doing that for a couple of days. All of a sudden I see one of his friends like the video and I'm like, oh yeah. Now I did it. So then like a week,
Mission accomplished.
then I kept posting and I kept seeing the friend liking the video and the friend, and I was like, he's definitely sending it to him. The next week he reaches out to me, he's like, "Oh, now all of a sudden you're on TikTok?" And I'm like, "Oh, how do you know I'm on TikTok?" You know, like, and I know,
Yeah.
oh, I got my sources. I was like, okay. So then I was doing that for a little bit, but then like it was like gaining traction from doing that. So I was like, you know what? Let me be like more like family friendly, but it wasn't really anything bad. It was just like a little bikini and like a sarong, like, or like pant, like, cause it was the summer.
Yeah.
So then I
a
like,
hot girl eating.
but then the fall
For
came.
sure.
Eating a foot long,
Yeah, right.
eating a foot long hero.
Yeah.
So then the fall came around, and I had to get dressed. I got dressed. And I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, so I would go to my grandmother's house, and then that just picked up from there. So, but my TikTok originated out of spite.
I love that.
And
That's
this
so
is,
good.
you're on your second year, third year. How long you been doing this?
My second year.
Second year?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's fun. I enjoy
And you
it.
do it like full time. This is your whole shtick.
Yeah, so that's like the joke around me is like as soon as I started TikTok, I was already full time. Like I was like, this is my job. Like, there's no other
You were
option.
fully committed.
This is me. Yeah.
Oh my God, I
And
love
mostly
that.
around food, right? Like,
Mostly around food, yeah. So I was doing like a little bit like beauty, and then somebody was like, you gotta find your niche, right?
Yeah.
And that's how your account will grow. So then I was like, all right, fine. So I'll just do food, and that's how my account grew, is just by doing food.
That's so good.
It's fun.
Address the rumors, address the speculation, answer the question. I already know the answer to it because I've
nervous
seen
now.
it.
Yeah, really, me too. I'm like,
How do you eat all this food and not gain a single pound? Are you on Ozempic?
No, you know people say
Are you
that
on
to me.
Fen-Phen? What are you doing?
A lot of people
Because
ask me
you
if
eat
I
more
am.
than me.
A lot of people ask me if I am, but I just, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx myself. I just have a high metabolism and I work out a lot. So that goes back to why I can't sleep over, is because in the morning
Yes,
I gotta
just
go
go to
work
the
out.
gym.
I need to do my first workout, which is a spin class.
I feel you, girl.
So it's just a happy medium.
I feel
You
you.
were blessed with genes that we all
especially
wish
being
we
Italian,
had.
because most Italians don't have those genes.
I know. Girl, you eat. I'm like so jealous.
Oh.
She has the metabolism I've always wanted.
Stop.
I'm dead.
Please, if I could eat the way I eat and look like that,
I know.
I'd really
no
be
questions
unstoppable.
Yeah, but you know what?
For
I eat
real.
like this, and even if it doesn't show, like I feel so sick sometimes after. Like you feel disgusting from eating like big heavy food after. Oh, it's just. That's why when I go on a date, I can't eat a heavy meal
Yeah.
I
because
feel
then I need
you.
a nap.
So what do you order when you go on a date?
Like-
Are you like a Caesar salad type bitch?
No, I'm like, well, I like a guy to order a lot of stuff, but I'll pick. Like
Yeah.
I'll have like a little bit bite of this, I'll have a little bite of that, but I won't ever like overdo it because then, like I said, I'll go to sleep afterwards.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I got the itis. Like, I want to go to
Yes.
bed. I'm
I'll
done.
need an espresso like before dinner comes, like just to wake me up a little bit.
100%. I feel you on that.
I have like so many questions in my head right now that I just feel like you're like the medium that will break the left or the right. Who has the best pizza in the 5 boroughs?
I love L&B.
You do?
I do. L&B is like my hangout spot. I go there like 2 or 3 times a
Okay,
week.
do you love it because there's like
All right, so I like.
shooters sitting at the picnic tables, or do you like it because
It's very
it's the best
sweet.
pizza you ever ate in your
I
whole
like-
life?
I like the pizza, but I like L&B because you never know who you're gonna see when you go there.
Exactly.
so it's more
you're
of an
going there.
experience.
for
It's
the-
more of an experience.
You're going to L&B to socialize.
I'm going to L&B to socialize.
Because the sauce is very
Period.
sweet. It's very good, but I feel like the sauce is a little sweet, no?
I like a sweet sauce.
Do you?
Yeah, but listen to
Yo,
me.
I want to slice the L&B so
I'll
bad
say
right
that.
I'm
now.
going to L&B late night tonight.
Literally.
It's been all over. I see on TikTok, like anything that has to do with L&B, they're like, oh, don't sleep on the regular from L&B. Don't sleep on the regular from L&B. I have to say one thing. Growing up as a kid, my father would always order regular from L&B.
I've only had the square. That's
The regular
Well,
is
the
very
regular
good.
is really good.
Yes.
So
That's
you're,
what I was getting for a while, and now I'm sick of the regular, so now I'm back to the square. I go back and forth.
so you're giving best pizza to Brooklyn?
I'm giving best pizza to Brooklyn, I
Oh,
think.
but there's different kinds of pizza. Well, yeah,
I
I'll give
know,
it to
but,
Brooklyn. I'll
like-
give it to Brooklyn. I'll give it to Brooklyn.
All right. Who are you giving? You're giving it to Brooklyn?
I'm giving it to Brooklyn, but
What's your favorite pizza in Brooklyn?
pizza wagon.
I was gonna say pizza wagon
Yeah.
at 3 in the morning.
Pizza wagon.
I have pizza wagon.
You have to get pizza
Now I'm, like,
wagon.
The
thinking
night
about-
after the event, I made this bitch drive me to Pizza Wagon. I was so hungry.
And that's in Brooklyn?
yeah.
I'm like thinking now, all like the pizzeria people that I know, I'm like trying to think who are in Long Island who are gonna like after they
you.
see this,
They're
be
gonna
like,
be like,
bitch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, but I mean, I haven't eaten pizza in Long Island and probably ever.
But Long Island has like a different kind of pizza. Like we have a lot of like, if I want like Napolitan style pizza, like in like those big ovens, then like Long Island has like a lot of spots for that. But if we're talking like a regular like New York,
Yeah.
I would go to the boroughs for that.
Yeah. Queens has really good pizza too, though.
Queens has good pizza.
Really good. Astoria, like over there, has really good pizza.
Yeah. Another question. Feel free to answer the both of you. This is for all of you, but I need to know Leanna's take. Which borough has the best men and which borough has the worst men?
I like-
Oh, God.
I like,
Come on.
I like Brooklyn guys.
Have you ever dated a Staten Island guy?
Never. But as I'm
Alright.
driving here, I was texting my friend. As I'm driving here, like I saw like 3 guys walking who were like just my type. Cute tattoos.
Probably
I'm
by
like,
the park, and I know exactly
yeah,
the
right
3
over
people
here.
that they are.
She's probably like, they were probably at the bocce courts on the
they
Bloomingdale.
were cute. I was like, I don't
We
see
gotta
this in
take
Long Island.
we gotta walk her
To the bocce court.
But are they like 80 years old?
No, there's a
No,
few. There's a few of all ages over there.
you got the 19-year-olds,
No, 19 is too young.
and then you got the
The
99-year-olds
40s.
who
40s, I like.
there's
Yeah,
everything
you
at the
know who
bocce court.
was walking over there yesterday?
It was probably them.
Renee, exactly, that's my point. Renee
So
did a
you
nice
only
shout
have
out the window.
You only
God.
have experience with Brooklyn guys. You never dated anyone else from Queens, Manhattan, the
No,
Bronx.
I've never dated anybody from Manhattan. I've never dated anybody from Queen. I've only had like one Brooklyn boyfriend. Bronx, oh my God. All right, I'm gonna condense this. I met this guy in the Bronx who was older, he was like 40, who said he was Italian from Italy because he had an accent. So he gave me a name, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then like I started to pick up like little things that didn't make sense. Like he would lie about his birthday, he would lie about, I'm like, show me your ID.
Don't tell me he was lying about his nationality.
I'm like, show me your ID. After like a little bit, I'm like, I'll never go out with you again. You gotta show me your ID. Shows me his ID, completely different name, like in a different language.
No.
And I'm like, what kind of name is this?
Probably Albanian.
Yeah.
Because
Yo,
they're,
it
very, they're
was.
very close to Italian, and they
Yes,
can't speak the
so-
language.
so
Yeah, but
whatever.
Albanian to me is like Italian.
Me too. I don't mind an Albanian. So, but the fact that he lied. So one day I go over his house, and like the TV was off, and he turns it on, and it was on an Albanian channel. I'm like, you mother. I was like, what language is that? I was like, you want to tell me you're Italian? And then it comes out that he's Albanian, pretending to be Italian, but he spoke perfect Italian.
Yeah. There's a lot of Albanian communities in Italy. They're very
Yes,
close in
yes.
in culture.
But I was like, why lie?
Because everybody wants
Everybody's
to be
a liar.
Italian.
And everybody's a liar.
But that was my only experience with somebody from the Bronx. The rest are in Long Island.
She's giving Brooklyn Jenn the best and worst in the 5 boroughs. I mean, you could even include Long Island if you dated a Long Island guy, but I don't think you have.
I did, but it was very, very, very short. But I think he was originally from somewhere else. I want to take the 5th on this one, I think, because I've never dated anyone from the Bronx. That I can't say. But I would think someone from the Bronx could be my type, maybe. I don't know. I'm not answering this question.
Tones.
Can I give the best and worst to the same borough?
That's why I'm not answering the question.
What's the same borough?
Is it Brooklyn or Staten Island?
Brooklyn, the best of Brooklyn, the worst of Brooklyn. It's like I hate to love them.
Yeah.
I'm not marrying them.
I would want to marry a guy from Brooklyn.
You can't, they're already
I can
married.
never. Yeah, exactly. They're the biggest liars, the biggest players, the biggest cheaters, the biggest Rico swabs. But I just love them. I love how cocky they
Oh my
are.
God, that's what I love about Brooklyn guys is they're so different than Long Island guys. Is that like they're so
Long
much-
Island's like weird. I feel like the guys there.
I feel like guys in Long Island wear like flip-flops and like
Bermuda
the rest wear
shorts.
falls.
Yes. So it's like,
You know?
yes. And it's
And
like,
I'm not dating no flip-flop kind of guy.
no, me,
Fuck
no,
no.
me either.
They're
Me
like
either.
Jones
happening.
Beach guys.
That's yes, like so Long Island guys, I like them when they're from the boroughs originally,
Right.
and then they come
Yeah.
to Long Island because then they're still different. But like I'll go out to these restaurants in Long Island, and I grew up in Long Island, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like,
But you know what? I
who
wouldn't
are these
mind
people?
meeting some rich ass guy that just parked his fucking Ferrari in the parking lot of Cipollini's.
I knew you were going to say that.
Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't
but
mind
listen to
meeting
me,
some
listen
guy
to
at
me,
the
listen to me, listen to me.
Americana.
We went to Cipollini's. We went.
Okay.
And it was
I don't
rough.
care.
Toku.
I don't care how much money they have,
Brian and
what car
Cooper's.
they have. They don't have swag.
No, well,
They're
going back to the
wearing-
one that they were
Unless they
asking
came
you
from
about.
the borough.
I know, but does this make sense? Like I want to date swag. I don't want to marry swag.
I want to date, marry,
Yes.
have
Yeah.
my children be
too.
swaggy. Like,
I
I'm
don't want to
sorry.
date. I want to date swag. I can't marry swag. I'll be popping tires the rest of my life. I can't live like
Well,
that.
the guy,
forever.
well, mine, he's like very typical Long Island, like very like, I say like.
He wears flip-flops.
He doesn't do that. But like everything else, like he wears like shorts and like t-shirt, like you know, not like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But I love him about like that's what I love. Is like he's so different.
You got to get someone who's past, that still has the swag, but past the swag era.
I
of
think
their
that's
life.
what I like
I
about him.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
he's
they
past
do,
that.
they do grow up eventually at 65, 70, I don't know, I'm not sure, but no, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Is probably
There
the
are
age
men
that they grow up.
have swag that have grown up
Yeah, because the 50-year-old I was dating in Brooklyn, you
Don't
would
know
have
where
thought
they
he
are.
was like,
However, they have to exist somewhere.
yeah, because the one I was dating, he was like, he acted like he was 25. And he used to say, "Oh, I act like I'm younger than you," and I'm like, "You're proud of that?
Exactly.
Like,
Yo,
are you
crazy.
bragging about that?"
There's people that are double my age. They could run circles around me.
It's crazy.
I'm like, how do you still have this energy in you? I was like so young, dumb, and
Blue
naive.
chew.
I used to be like, oh, I love older
Blue
guys.
chew.
What's that?
I love older guys. They're gonna be like older and tired and like
God, me
want to
too.
go to bed. Yeah, right. No one wants to roll over and die no more.
know.
No one wants to roll over and die
I
no more.
know.
It gets worse.
This one used to be in the clubs.
Yeah.
Until like 3 a.m. Like, what are you doing?
Hell yeah.
Like, you're my mother's age. My mother's home. Like,
Go from one borough to the
I'm
next.
telling you, they live off Red Bull and Blue Chew.
What is
What
Blue
Blue
Chew?
Chew
Blue Chew is like a
Viagra?
chewable Viagra.
Oh my
Blue Chew's
god.
not for us.
Don't.
I'm telling you, these
Scared
old
of that.
men, Red Bull, Blue Chew. I see old guys now, they're like eating that tobacco stuff.
The older is not it.
They're
That's all I know.
vaping.
yeah, older's not it. 40's good.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
40. 40's my max.
Yeah.
Well, no one asked for my opinion, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
will say this. I think the best guys are the guys that are from Brooklyn that moved to Staten Island.
Okay.
Ew. Ew, those are probably the
And
some
I'm
of the
only
worst.
saying that because I never date any of them, so it doesn't matter. You guys have it so bad.
And because you're from Brooklyn and
you
moved to
guys
Staten
have it so
Island.
bad. God bless you all.
I ain't
It's
even
rough.
trying no more. I'm
Me
done.
either.
Florida, Wyoming, and
I'm done.
find a rancher.
I want a nice Montana cowboy.
Yeah.
Go to
Which
Nashville,
flag?
find a boy in...
I think
With
Bella
cowboy swag.
Hadid did that. She's like with this like
Yes,
cowboy
yes,
guy
yes.
now. She's at
There
these
you go.
rodeos. I'm like,
Look
wow.
at
That's the way to do
look at
it.
Kristen Cavallari.
I want to
Married
meet a
with
guy in
kids
Florida.
to I think it was like an NFL guy.
I was gonna say that she.
and is now dating a Montana boy.
Oh, she's not with the hockey player no more.
No, a hockey player.
Yeah.
No, she's with the Montana boy.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to be with one of those men that like moved from New York and went to Florida.
Yeah.
He's just living there, like chilling.
And he did not grow up either. He's definitely on the blue chew.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
I
he's
want
on
the
the
guy.
blue
I
chew.
want the retired, like chilling in Florida. Cool.
Like Boca.
Yeah. No, I want like Palm Beach Gardens or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking stupid money.
That-
Go find a
somewhere
man
like
in
that.
Naples who's on his
I was
last
gonna say
leg and wants
Naples,
to leave you his condo.
Okay, that's the
His
ultimate goal,
Corvette.
but you can't let everyone in on my secret. Last leg,
Okay.
fat life insurance.
Let's address the elephant in the room now, Jennifer. And I think you
Okay.
should take it away.
Wow. I'm assuming the elephant in the room is mob wives.
How'd you know?
Like, I guess because that's what the podcast is usually about. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Are you a fan?
Yes.
Who's your favorite mob wife?
Probably Renee.
Don't you say that because she's
No,
my
no,
sister.
Renee and Big Ange. But I was watching it like when it first came out, so I was young, like 12.
What's your favorite episode? Can you remember?
No, I can't. I'm trying to think. But Big Ange and Renee were probably my favorite at the time.
Who's your least favorite?
I don't know. I didn't really have a least favorite.
And did you kind of like want to not emulate them, but like who? If you were one of the mob wives, which one would you be?
Definitely Big Ange. I feel like that's what everybody said. She was like the ultimate, like, just her vibe. Like on the
Yeah.
show, she was so fun to watch. Like I remember when she passed away, I was in college then, and like everybody was like so heartbroken. Like it was like your
Yeah.
family member who passed away. I was in class and like everybody was passing around the phone. Like it was really sad.
It was sad. It was definitely sad. Your tire slicing story is giving very much Renee.
I was gonna say she's saying she's Big Ange, but
but
she's
she's
really
giving
Renee.
100%.
I even feel like you're a little bit of Drita too. I could see Drita slicing tires.
Yeah, for real.
I could even see Karen doing
Karen
something
has
crazy like that.
Karen has shot out windows. Karen has slashed tires. I was a witness to all of it, so it's true, and she will tell you herself. So yeah, so you're giving Renee mixed with Karen a little Drita and a little Big Ange.
See, my thing is this: I think Mob Wives was casted so well, where like you can see yourself in every character.
Yes.
You could be crazy like Renee, but then you could also be very motherly like Carla, and you can be, dealing with your ex-husband or your boyfriend. You can relate to every single character, and there's a little bit of them in all of us.
Well, we already know your favorite.
My favorite is Ramona Rizzo. Finally.
Oh, I like Ramona.
I'm not the bitch you want to fuck with, but if you're being
Oh,
fucked with,
God,
I'm probably the
again.
bitch you want to call.
I'm done.
We've heard that every episode of this podcast, I think.
You know, I guess it's getting to the point where I don't know if she's my favorite or that was just my favorite line. I don't know.
I don't know, because when Renee was sitting here, I'm pretty sure you told her she was your favorite.
I love them all. I have taken a piece of every mob wife, put it in here.
Yes.
Now I act on it. You know, I do things and I think of Renee.
Jen, who was your favorite mob wife?
Big Ange. 100%. She was the only one I could hang out with without having a fucking headache. Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, listen, from a personal perspective Big Ange. On TV, God, I hate to say it. On TV, from a character cast member perspective, it was Drita and Renee, but in person, hanging out wise, I mean, Karen, everyone knows, was one of my best friends growing up, but she got me so fucking aggravated during the Drita fucking drama that I just had to go off and hang out with Big Ange like every day.
Speaking of Drita, I don't know if I told you guys, but I went to a live podcast of Snooki and Joey, the It's Happening podcast of Snooki and Joey, and guess who their special guest was?
Who was it?
Well, considering you just said, speaking of Drita, I'm going to go with Drita.
Drita was the fucking special guest at Snooki's podcast
That's
in Staten
iconic.
Island.
How was it?
It was good. It was good. Drita brought the Staten Island energy, you know?
I do love Drita.
I couldn't think of anyone else besides myself who would have been a guest for a Staten Island podcast.
Oh God, I'm done with him.
Like Raw Pat, Drita, like who else? No, but she was good. She stayed on for a while. She was very entertaining.
She is, like you said, she is.
Yes.
I like watching her. I think she's fun.
She's a good storyteller.
Did she inspire your red hair?
Oh my God, yes.
Stop lying.
I did it for Drita.
You know, if you really do think, like, if you think about TV, like, there's no redheads on TV.
Justina Valentine.
Okay, but that's not red. That's like Fire Engine, and I feel like that's not natural.
No.
That's giving me Little Mermaid. That's giving me like I wanted to be a Disney princess my whole life, and
Yeah.
I don't have, you know, I don't know. People are actually. I'm not even gonna say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Plead the
I
fifth.
know exactly. Why do I feel like I know what you're
All
going
right,
to
you
say
know what,
about
I'm gonna say
this?
it because
Say
I
it.
never bite my tongue.
Say it, 'cause I
For
just told you.
Justina Valentine, I will give her the pass on that red hair because I feel like when you're in the public eye, like if that's what you're known for, like you have to like keep that, you know, like. What I'm known for, I'm always gonna have to like keep it. What she's known for, keep it. But like when I see regular bitches like in my everyday life having that Fire Engine red hair, all that comes to my mind is a psychosis. Like you went to Disney one too many times. Like you want to be this Disney fairy tale princess. Like who's taking you serious with that hair? What man is bringing you home to meet his mother and father with Fire Engine red hair?
But they do, so maybe I need to go follow
Well, then
Engine
you know
Red.
what? Then I don't think that I think that they're dating low vibrational men. Then
I used to have fire.
Period.
No, you didn't.
when I was
No, you did. I don't believe you.
Somebody get me a receipt.
Your
I
hair
need
was
to see
this
that.
color?
like Ronald McDonald, when I was 19 years old, I had never
La
colored.
Italian princess, guys.
I
you
was
hear
in the
that?
I was in college. I had never colored my hair before, and this guy I was seeing, he was a little bit older. He was like 24, and I was 19. He's like, "Oh, you should do red hair." And I was like in love with him at the time. So I was like, whatever
of course,
you say.
she did
I'm
the
gonna
red
do it.
hair.
I did it. At first, it wasn't super red. It was like your hair.
Yeah.
But then I did it like more.
Copper.
Yeah, I did it every week. I was doing this hair color, and it got to a point where it was red. And I had one professor. It was like the creepiest thing. I'm like sitting in class. He comes up to me. He's like, "You colored your hair?" I was like, "Obviously, like it's red." He's like, "I can't give you a compliment, but if I could,
No,
I would
Jesus.
say it looks so nice." And I was like, "Okay, thank you."
Creepy
Very
professor.
creepy.
Literally.
Very creepy. I was like, you might as well just say it looks nice.
Yeah,
like, you know,
exactly.
you made it so much worse
Right,
than it is.
exactly.
Oh my
My
God.
nonna, oh my God, she wouldn't even let me in her house with my hair like that.
That's like a
She-
cockamamie color.
My nonna was disgusted with me. She wouldn't even
I
look
can't
at me.
stand it.
So then like I only had it for maybe like 2 months, and then I went blonde afterwards. Like, and then
Did you really?
Because like the color I use, this is like now we're going into hair stuff.
Isn't it very like hard to transition from that fire engine to like?
So
anything.
I was using. I'm gonna give if anybody wants to use red in transition. I was using L'Oreal High Color. I went to the hair salon. They use color remover, and they let it stay in my hair for like 2 hours in one setting.
They stripped it. Yeah.
They stripped it, and my hair was completely blonde underneath from all the developer and that I was using. So then I was able to go blonde, but then I went back to dark because I hated the blonde.
Yeah.
It was like I don't know. When you're not used to having blonde hair, it's like it's only fun for like a month.
Literally.
One of my
Drita was never that red, though.
No. Drita has
She's like a
she
true
has
copper.
a gorgeous red.
I like that. I like
has a
your
gorgeous
hair. Like
red.
that's very pretty. Like the copper.
We're talking about Clifford the Big Red Dog. We're talking about Ronald McDonald. We're talking about Ariel under
Well,
the
let's
sink.
see a clip and see what color everyone's hair was in this one.
Would you have casted a Ronald McDonald Clifford dog on the Mob Wives?
If they were good personality,
All
yeah.
right.
Bottom line is this, if I'm not happy, there's a bed and breakfast up the block. I'm taking my fur coats and I'm out of here.
And this is why I don't go on vacation with friends. Because I
Or
would have
Renee.
thrown Renee in the fucking lake by now.
Wait a second, I can't sleep by myself.
Why not?
I can't. I'm afraid.
Okay, then there's a room with 2 beds.
Sleep in the bed with me.
I will not.
This trip is not going to help me relax by any means.
I will not.
Me and Carla still talk about that moment to this day.
We need marshmallows.
Yeah, we
Okay, first with the hat. What about the gloves with the cigarette? Let's start there.
Ridiculous.
And the hat was horrendous. Oh, is it a headband?
Drita had mentioned that Ramona said, Junior marrying me for my father. Supposedly coming from Ramona's mouth, who has been there from when I first met Junior.
Drita ain't gonna make that up out of the blue to just say something like that. There was something said.
What is that by her ear, though? Like, is that a flower?
It's a fucking flower.
But like,
part of the
shouldn't it have
hat.
been maybe over here?
It should have been nowhere.
I know.
It should have been in the lake.
It's not the vibe.
Should we stop and talk about this so far or keep going?
Yeah, no, I have a lot of questions.
All right, let's stop. Let's stop. Go ahead. Ask away.
I have 2 questions. First question, were you present on this trip?
No.
Second question is, VH1, I'm gonna have to come for you. I know this was before Airbnb, but who the hell needs to be fired at VH1 that
For
you
picking
put
that house?
these sweet baby angel reality stars in this trap house?
I'm pretty sure they found it themselves. So when we do things, and when we were doing things, we wanted it to be as real and natural as possible. So we put it in their
So
hands.
who did you let pick that out? Because I know Renee didn't pick that out.
I think I don't remember honestly. I want to say I think it might have been Renee.
Nah.
You know what?
would've.
I can't say. I can't
Where
say.
did she find this house? On Craigslist, Backpage?
I can't. I have to get back to you on this answer.
That house is. It looks like it smells like mothballs and
It
ball
might
sack.
have
Literally.
actually been Karen and Ramona. It could have been because
Okay.
it was Karen's idea to go to the Poconos because her grandparents used to have a house on Lake Wallenpompak. And I remember her saying, let's go to the We used to have a house in the Poconos, me and Renee, obviously, with my mother and father. And Carla used to have a house. So it was like this big, happy, yes, let's go to the Poconos thing. But I'm pretty sure it was probably Ramona and Karen.
Leanna, you pull up to that house. What are you doing?
Literally.
I'm not gonna lie. This is like my vibe. Like I love like this kind of stuff. I love the Poconos. I love Lancaster. I love cabins. So me, I'd be happy as a clam if I pulled up over there.
No, yeah, we had a Poconos trip. We went to like a little
I like the
house
cabin,
like
the
that. It was
woods.
so fun. It was a vibe.
Yeah,
It's
for
cool.
like only for like 2 days. You can't
Yeah.
stay more than that because then you get bored.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going home if I pull up to that.
Well, he's talking about the house itself, not the Poconos.
Yeah, the house.
All right, the house itself, yeah, with the comforters, I
God,
wouldn't
very
be able
dingy
to.
looking.
I don't know if they saw what was in it before they
Yeah.
booked it
But
or
also
whatever.
think about the year.
So like I said, this was before Airbnb, but like, I mean,
Think about the year. I don't know.
I've been traveling before Airbnb and
I mean, you
I
go
didn't
through a
say- I didn't
realtor,
say
right? At that point, I
luxury,
don't
but-
remember. But honestly, though, think about it also. If it was picked by production, they would have done that on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To make it as uncomfortable as
Right.
possible,
Yeah.
especially
It's
for
funnier.
Renee.
They would never do this on Bravo.
Roll the clip.
Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. With winter just around the corner, it's that time of year when our skin faces some serious challenges. Harsh weather, cold winds, and dryness that can leave it feeling tight and looking dull. For me, it's always my face and hands that take the hardest hit. The cold air leaves them feeling dry and uncomfortable, so I've turned to OneSkin to help combat those winter woes. Founded in 2016 by an exceptional team of women scientists with PhDs in skin regeneration, stem cell biology, immunology, and bioinformatics, OneSkin is truly revolutionizing the skincare industry. They've created the OS1 peptide, a groundbreaking ingredient that's the first of its kind to be proven to help your skin look, feel, and behave more like it did when it was younger. But what really makes OneSkin stand out is their holistic approach to skincare. They're not just focused on improving the appearance of your skin. They're committed to optimizing your skin's biology at the cellular level. This approach makes your skin stronger, healthier, and more resilient. Not just for the short term either, but for the long haul as it naturally ages. Personally, incorporating OneSkin into my skincare routine has been a game changer, especially during the colder months when my skin needs extra care. It's not just about feeling smoother, although that's definitely a plus. It's about keeping my skin hydrated and vibrant, even when winter tries to dry it out. The products have given my skin the extra boost it needs to maintain its natural glow and moisture, even during the harshest weather. I gotta say, I look in the mirror and I see the results. OneSkin is on a mission to redefine how we think about skincare and aging, and they've made it their goal to help you face the winter months with skin that feels and looks its best. To make this holiday season even more special, OneSkin is offering an incredible deal. Throughout December, every purchase comes with a free travel-sized product valued at up to $42. Even better, the free gift changes each week, so you'll get a fresh surprise to add some excitement to your skincare routine. This holiday season, OneSkin is helping you embrace healthy aging in the best way possible. No guesswork, just science-backed results. And boy, do I see them. Get 15% off with code MOBWIVES at oneskin.co. That's 15% off at oneskin.co with code MOBWIVES. After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Invest in the health and longevity of your skin with OneSkin. Your future self will thank you. Trust me.
I don't drink vodka because it's like
Oh,
devil
I just want
water.
to add that I'm so happy I was not present on this trip. I would have never allowed those pigtails.
Junior made a mistake. He was reaching out to look for his ex-girlfriend, and she called me 3 times, told me that Junior was trying to reach out for her. And then Puss is calling my private phone.
Look at the Little Miss shirt she's wearing. Oh my God.
Little mess.
The no good, filthy, leather-looking mother us.
Renee is going off about this girl that Junior once was with. Mother puss. What is that?
I'm using that.
What's going on?
She should say, listen, bitch, I'm done with you. Do not call my son. Stay away from my wife. Don't call her private number. Don't come by my house. This is my family.
You know what? I cut this conversation off. I didn't come up here to have.
Are those Seabreeze wine coolers?
Women that, go with married men in this lifestyle are called the goomaras. The side chick, the bitch. But you know what?
Cut this,
Whose
please.
fault is it? It's the men, it's the dog, it's the beast.
Renee.
Let's talk.
Let's address Gumaras. How do you feel about them? Would you ever be one? Have you ever been one? What's your take on being the side bitch?
Oh, me?
Everyone.
We'll start with you.
I've never been a side bitch. I'd love to be a side bitch, but
I think I'm too crazy for that.
you're too crazy to be a side bitch?
I think so. Or maybe I'm crazy enough to be a side bitch. But I think I'm too crazy. I need a lot of attention. I need a guy to be with me 24/7. I need to know what he's doing 24/7.
Yeah.
I can't think like, well, what are you doing?
She's definitely a Cancer. You are definitely a Cancer.
Yeah. That's so Renee coded. Renee could never.
Is Renee a Cancer?
Yes. Through and fucking through. Can't you tell?
I don't know.
Was that giving you?
This may be a controversial take on side bitches, but I feel like being a side bitch builds character.
Okay, that's strange.
Okay, I have known plenty of side bitches, and I feel like oftentimes very vulnerable girls become the side bitch, and it's like bitches that like never had a boyfriend, bitches that never been with like the guy that's wearing the Rolex and the nice pair of shoes. So it's like, you know, like the men are like the predator on these like vulnerable girls to like turn them into side bitches. You understand what I'm saying?
I see that. No, I see that. Some people, yeah, I see that with some people.
Like, or like, you never find a side bitch that's like you, that's like you, that's like you. Like a confident girls that like know what the fuck they're doing don't really become a side bitch. Like it's very rare. You know what I'm saying? Like a very put together
It's either
woman.
that or it's a I don't give a fuck bitch.
Well,
Like,
yeah, of course. But I feel like oftentimes the side bitches are the vulnerable girls and like they fall into these traps and they become the side girl and they, you know, like.
I also think the side bitch sometimes is the predator themselves. They want what this guy is giving to another woman, so they're there to take it.
Yeah, if you look at that from the men's side.
I mean, it goes both ways. What I don't agree with and I want to address is Renee saying we're taught this. Yes, it comes with that lifestyle territory. That doesn't mean you, like, I feel like she's saying we were taught this, so we should just go with it. No, fuck that. I ain't with that. I was taught, and I was never taught it. No one sat us down and said, hey, guess what? Dad's going to have a side bitch. It happens, right? But it's like, I ain't accepting that shit.
No.
You ain't having no side bitch on me.
Never.
You just go, and if I find out, then you are no longer my guy, and I will go find another guy.
Yeah, right.
It's not going to be, oh, let me just sit at home and accept
It's not the Carmella and Tony
it.
fairy tale that they play on TV.
Right.
No, never in a million years. I would never accept. I can't. I won't, because then I'll turn into the cancer.
But I mean, listen, we know plenty of women that are cool with it.
Yeah.
They like the nice house. They like the nice car.
Oh, you mean as the wife and let it happen behind the... But
yeah.
Yeah, there are women like that.
Yeah, you can look at it from every fucking angle. But I think that
there are
being
women
a
that
side
actually...
bitch sometimes builds character.
Okay. There are women actually that have been with their husband so long that are just like so tired of them, but they don't want to leave and they don't want to leave their family and they enjoy the family unit and they enjoy the presence and the camaraderie of their husband. They don't want to sleep with them no more, so they turn a blind eye. Yeah, let that bitch sleep.
They also enjoy like the comfortability. Is that the word?
Comfortability
of their life that they like have.
And there's a familiarity.
Yeah.
That they don't want to find they don't want to go out and find someone new, so they stay and they allow their husband to do what they do.
There's a commonality between like a lot of these women that like we know and love and whatever, and their husbands that are cheating. A lot of them are just egotistical men with a lot of money and these women stay because their husbands have provided this lifestyle for them that at the end of the day, it's like, it's cheaper to stay. You know what I mean? You know how men say, oh, it's cheaper to keep her? Like, no, it's actually roles are reversed. Like, for a woman, it's cheaper to keep him.
No, it's more lucrative to keep him, usually.
Well, right, but, you know, it's just, like, it's hard. I don't know how I would feel in that situation. If I was, like, married for mad years and, like, my husband was cheating on me and...
Do it in another country.
Like,
go to fucking Spain and do it.
For real.
By all means, go to Spain.
real.
How about just cross the Verrazano Bridge? And vice
Fuck
versa.
that. Nowhere where I can run into it, ever fucking hear it.
Why are you cheating with the bitch who works at the hair salon in the Woodrow Shopping Plaza? Like, come on, like, you gotta embarrass me like that?
The hairdresser.
But I will say this, and this is for all my girls that are listening. He never cheats with a bad bitch.
Facts.
He always downgrades.
Facts.
Very rare do I see men cheat with a bitch better than what he has at home. So, Leanna, we already know you. I'm not even going to ask you what you would do if your man cheats. We know that you're slice and dicing.
I wouldn't slice and dice. I would just leave.
No, I'm sorry. You got to slice and dice, make sure they don't croak, and then you leave.
I don't know what I would do. Because the slice and dice, I did that because I was still in love. But then I don't know.
Well,
I would slice and dice him.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not
like
the tire. Yeah, him. Yeah, no.
Him.
At
make
that
sure
point,
he's still alive and then leave.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
You're doing him like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I'd probably like rob him blind. I'd like rob
Well, there
him
would
blind.
definitely be some sort of plot and plan on my behalf.
Hell
it would
yeah,
take me
like,
a minute.
I run up all his credit cards.
Yeah.
Like I do like a hit him up style, blue Cantrell
Yeah.
type
There would
shit.
definitely be a plot
Hit
and a
up all
plan.
his cards, sell all his Rolexes.
You
like,
ever see that
do
meme that
dumb
like
shit.
there was a meme I saw how cheating is a broke man sport. But
and
like,
then like I'd serve him
I feel like
divorce
that's
papers.
not-
I like am
like,
picturing
that's
this
not
right
true.
now. What?
I think cheating, every man cheats, broke, not
Yeah.
broke. It's everyone.
Yeah,
it's
cheating is a
everyone. For the
thing.
most part, there are some lovely.
I'm assuming I would never be with a man if he's broke. So like, you know, if my rich husband cheats on me, that's what I do. And I'd be sitting there in the sickest, most gorgeous, lavish, like, robe when he came home from work or his cheating fucking escapade with the divorce papers on the table and be playing I'm
Bottom
Strong
line
Enough by
is-
Cher and be fucking in my high holy days be like, sign this, you fucking filthy
Yes,
pig.
If you're
out.
gonna
I
cheat,
do. Like,
you
why do I-
better be
I'm
damn
hurt
good
already.
at it. You better be damn good at it, because if I find out, it's gonna be all hell for my. I will fucking myself to fuck you. Like that's how hard I will go.
Needless to say, I understand Renee's reaction.
Yes.
I get it. I get.
No, but Renee's accepting in a way.
No, but she's not.
She
because
goes, Junior made a mistake, as if he accidentally dialed someone's number.
She was making
Oh
excuses
yeah,
for
yeah,
him.
yeah. True,
You didn't
true.
make a fucking mistake.
But
No,
that-
you
I
fucking said
understand
I'm
why she's
pulling
so
this
mad.
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? In Renee's defense, I feel like now if she was dating someone who's cheating,
No,
she's
no,
gonna
she's
have
gonna
a
be over it.
completely different. She'd have a completely different
Yeah,
reaction.
this was her lesson. This was
Yeah,
her
this was
life
what her bag.
lesson. But go on. Junior made a mistake and dialed this bitch.
Enough. No more crying.
His dick accidentally fell into me.
All right, get to something else. Let's do something.
Okay, clear the table. Let's play some cards. Okay. Okay.
Let me tell you why you made me mad.
Oh, God, here it goes.
It's time I confront Ramona about what she said.
Was there no budget for the alcohol?
The fact that she's doing all this with fucking bubble pigtails in her head right now too is really driving me nuts.
You said blah, blah, blah about my ex-husband. No, I'm sorry. Let me say it because this is why I'm mad at her.
Mad at me. Drita's going around telling the whole
This
neighborhood.
isn't about Drita.
No.
Keep it down.
No, it's about her starting a lie because I never said that about Junior. So there it is.
What'd you say?
Yo, why are her pants falling off?
She's nuts.
Just said that to me? Did you just say that to me?
Can we stop the clip for a
Yes,
second?
'cause-
What did she say?
Thank
Did
you.
you guys cut that out?
Something. Okay, so first of all, let's start with Renee said. Drita said that you said blah, blah, blah. What the fuck? She never even said it. They must have had some sort of conversation behind the scenes where they both knew what the fuck they were talking about but didn't want to say it.
Okay.
I guess.
Because we didn't know what, but Renee said it's a caller. So what Renee was supposed to say was, Drita said that you said Junior only was with me for my father. So we know what Renee meant, but we don't, let's keep going to see what
So
she's
you're
talking
setting the
about.
record straight. Allegedly, Ramona said, which was cut out of the scene. Ramona allegedly said that Junior only married Renee for her father.
Yes.
Record set.
We're straightening it out.
It was straightened out.
This is crazy.
Where are your 4 kids?
Where are my 4 kids? Where are my grandpa? My kids just died.
Ramona's the devil. I don't know if she swears on anything. I wouldn't believe her.
Everybody!
Look at her look on her face.
Keep talking. I think you're representing your friend. I want to just take Renee's face and take it out of her mouth because her mouth is so big and it just don't stop.
Oh my God, it's a matching Little Miss set.
She 100% got that at Foxy Lady.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't care what anyone says.
She preyed on Renee, and that's why I hate the bitch.
That's
my mood.
That's a great fucking pause.
Literally
right
my
there.
mood.
Leanna, if you were there in that scene, would you be Carla? Would you be Karen?
No, I'd be Renee. Because I say that all the time. You picked the wrong side. When's her birthday? July or June?
July
Cancer?
12th.
Oh, I'm July 10th.
Wow.
This is so funny.
Straighten it out, Jen.
So Ramona and Drita were not friends. There was no time where Ramona would have told Drita this business. Carla is correct in the sense that it's very easy to turn Renee one way or the other.
Yeah.
And Drita knew that. And Drita used the Junior thing to try to turn her against Ramona.
So was that statement ever said, or was this just...
No, Drita told Renee that Ramona said Junior
No,
was
she's
with
saying
you.
like
No, but I'm saying-
he's saying, was it actually said or was it
Was
really
this all
just
made up? Because Drita's pointing the finger at Ramona.
Oh,
Ramona's
did
pointing
Ramona
the finger at
actually
Drita.
say it? No, I think
Who said
Drita
it?
said it and just said
and
Ramona
just made it
said
up?
it.
Yeah.
Do we know who Drita ever said it to?
Renee.
Oh, she said it to Renee.
and blamed it on Ramona to try, because there was always this behind the scenes try to sway the person to your
ins and
side.
outs.
And honestly, most of it, Renee's gonna kill me, but Renee did most of it. She was always like, I need this one on my side, I need that one on my side. So she'd sit down with the person, and somehow, some way, it would backfire on her, and she'd be swayed to a different side. I always just tell her, just
Chaotic.
fucking shut up. Just shut up.
It was like a
Let the
tug
story
of
come to
war.
you. Stop trying to make the story.
Oh my
It was a tug of war with Renee in the middle of it all.
Yes, and everyone knew how to manipulate her. Everyone knew how to pull her, like Carla said, press her buttons and pull her strings.
I love how every time Renee gets like so out of her face and like absolutely insane, Carla just laughs at us.
Junior! I used to hear that in my sleep.
Carla literally just laughs at her face. It makes me laugh.
And Ramona's skinning people and stabbing people.
Yeah.
Tonight, we're gonna go invade the town and we're gonna hit the hot spot, Shenanigans.
Oh my Lord. Look at, please, I can't.
Renee,
The fur.
To be fun. I wish we can get the old Renee to come out with us tonight because in the current state of mind that she's in, we never know what might happen.
Can we pause this for a second?
Yes. What?
You know, if you add that in 2024,
Oh, we'd be like
Carla would have got
fucking
canceled.
Literally.
for being, yeah.
Okay.
Cultural appropriation of the Poconos.
As if rotted teeth is the standard of people that live in the Poconos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's no dentist in the Poconos. Where is the Poconos? Pennsylvania, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh, a new crib, a new top fridge for my house, and a new set of sheets.
No, we're gonna get jumped after this.
Remember you used to get those out of like the quarter machines?
Yeah.
Outside of Villamonte and Arden
Yeah.
Avenue?
You got beautiful teeth.
I'm gonna show you my real teeth.
no, there's her real teeth. She took her teeth out.
See that? You thought you were gonna scare them away.
That's too much for me now.
Oh no, it's not too much for you. I may be too much for you. Listen,
Junior.
you got hot tubs, you got
You want to tell me about your hot tub one more time? They're gonna find you floating in your mother hot tub.
I can't.
My advice, take your one nut and go the home because you got four sitting in front of you. I do understand that, but I'm asking you.
I'm not talking to you, honey.
Okay, listen to me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Please, anyone, don't start with Renee because it's gonna get
Can we cut for a second?
Yes.
ugly, so dramified.
You're a lost
Was
for
that
words.
security from Shenanigans
Yes,
or was that
yes,
VH1
yes.
security?
From Shenanigans.
I low-key want to go to Shenanigans, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of want to go.
Shenanigans is giving me like number 2. You know how Snooki got punched?
Yeah.
Shenanigans, like that's number 1. Shenanigans is number 2.
This is ridiculous.
You can't take them anywhere, especially
Clearly.
Renee.
No, but I feel like the patrons see the cameras and they like put on.
Yeah. I mean,
You
yeah,
know?
it happens.
Yeah.
But literally, how many times can the patrons put on the same thing in Staten Island and the
Yeah.
Poconos? Same kind of conversation, 2 asshole guys talking sex to 4 girls.
It just sets the tone that straight men shouldn't exist on this earth.
Literally. Period.
Don't talk about her mother. You don't know her mother.
Poor guy.
I'm going now. Renee, sit down. Sit down. You're not going. Don't put your hands on.
First of all, you're not gonna go
You're not
halfway.
going. You started a conversation by talking to him.
Started conversation.
I get Renee, certain things set her off, but we handled the situation. She should have never made this dirtbag like ruin her girl time.
I don't like to
Okay,
be
but why do you let other people ruin your night? He didn't just
No, girls, go play.
Go
I'm calling
play.
Junior right now to pick me up.
Oh, here we go again.
Junior, I'm coming home.
You
That
gotta
is
hand
so
it,
absurd.
You gotta
So
hand
funny.
it to her. She is absurd, and she goes over and above.
Junior,
I'm coming home.
She's fucking nuts.
Now,
I think she like stayed with him as long as she did, but just because of their name, it just sounded right when she got mad. Like,
Junior, I'm coming home. Did Junior actually pick her up from the Poconos that night?
No, she stayed and went home the next day, I believe. Yeah. Junior was not driving to the Poconos in the middle of the night. I really don't remember.
he was with the hairdresser.
No, God forbid. Please, please. She'll fucking go find her today.
Literally.
Did Renee go home? No. She stayed. Everybody stayed. But she would have. She definitely would have.
So now I want to know something, right? You see the housewives, very rarely does a housewife not go to a cash trip. Why did Drita sit this one out?
She wasn't invited. So at this time, Carla had just made up with Karen and Ramona. They had like their sit downs. And it was hard to honestly get Carla to even want to go. I mean, she said, so what happens is when you're doing this type of filming, if someone asks you something on camera and you commit to it, you're commit to it. You know what I mean? So it's not like you can back out. But you can, I mean, you think of like some excuse, but normally if you say I'm going, you're going. So Carla committed and she really didn't want to go. I don't think she really wanted to go at all. But, you know, we said, listen, Carla, you already said yes. You guys just made up. You should, you know, try to see where the friendship goes or whatever. But Drita was not invited because nobody but Carla was speaking to Drita.
So, producer, you know, goggles on and thinking cap. I would assume that you'd have no choice but to get the whole cast to go. Like, why did they have the option who can and cannot go? Wouldn't it have been better for the storyline to have everyone sit together?
No, it wasn't the real storyline. Again, what we did was we followed what was really going on. We tried to stay as true to reality as possible. So if Drita's not, if those 4 girls are going on fucking vacation, they're not asking Drita. We're not going to force her to go.
Yeah, but you don't think like we would have got even more action than what we got had Drita?
Oh, we have
been
enough
forced to be there?
action on this show. We were trying to diffuse the action. I mean, between the Rumble on the Rooftop and the Celebration of Life party, we had enough. We would never put Drita again in a situation with 4 girls that well, 1, 2, 3 girls that hated her at the moment. You know, so we just really follow the natural progression of the
imagine
relationship.
if Drita was there and Renee tried to like squash that beef. It would have been a bloodbath.
we
The whole
never
trip would have been
forced
canceled. They would have left.
We never forced anyone to go on a trip they didn't want to go on.
Yeah.
Ever. We might have coerced Carla a little bit more than usual on this one because she did make up with them and she did agree. I think if I remember correctly, she was like, why did I do that? I really don't want to go. And we were just like, oh, well, you know, you said you'd go. You just made up. Why don't you try it? If you're not comfortable, you can go home, stuff like that. But if they didn't already naturally make up, we would have never had Carla there either.
Gotcha. So, Leanna, if you were casting to be on Mob Wives, what do you think would be your, like, personality? Would you be a Renee? Would you be a Carla? Would you be a Drita? Like, what would you, you know, like, what kind of role would you play on Mob Wives?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. Like when you were saying with Renee, where like people like she just has to shut her mouth. Like that's because like I'm too trustworthy of people. So like when I meet somebody, like I'll start talking to them and like I'll be really friendly, and then they'll tell me something about somebody, and I'm like, oh. So now I have to like. I have like beef with this person. I run with that, and then I'm like, you know, trying to like figure out like what's going on. So I start a lot of beef, but unintentionally.
So you'd be like the Renee character.
Yes, and then I'd be calling my man to come pick me up. I'd start everything and then get me out of here.
Yes, welcome back, Renee, to Mob Wives.
That's hilarious.
Would she ever go back on TV?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, we have a few things in the works for her right now with Lifetime. We're hoping that actually come to fruition, which they should. As far as Mob Wives goes, we don't know if we'd ever bring that back. It's a little tough being that no one really speaks to each other anymore. We would love to, and I think in a perfect world, when we get to a place where we can, we will.
We need TV like this again.
Yeah, no, everything's so boring. I do have 2 things I want to get into with us, but I was listening to something where last year Bravo and NBC implemented this new rule where like the housewives aren't allowed to touch each other, and this happened before Danielle Cabral hit Jen Aiden this year, and I just feel like. Who the hell would implement something like that on TV?
We did.
Like, I'm sorry, let everyone hit each other.
No.
That's what makes good television.
We
That's what I
were
want to
the first
watch.
with the no-hit rule after the celebration of life, Ramona, Drita, Karen fight.
Okay, but like we don't. Do you tune into reality TV to not see a bitch get swung on?
Yes.
Not
I
really.
mean, not everyone gets.
I want to see a
I
fight.
want to see a fight.
Not everyone
I
gets
wanna see
swung
a
on
fight.
a reality TV. It's very
I know,
rare.
but, like, that makes
To
it
me, like the best
boring.
fights are like Real Housewives of New York, the Berkshires. Like when they're yelling at each other, the dumbest shit.
Yeah, but
you should
that-
put an easy
yeah,
pass
but
over that vagina and
that's-
pull a Holland
yeah,
tunnel. Like
no,
that's
but-
mad funny. I don't want to see you swing.
That's a fight where you read
I
each
tuned
other
into
down.
fucking reality TV, not fucking boxing. It's like dumb.
I mean, we implemented it. It didn't always
It
work.
didn't always work, yeah.
Because we had a few fights after that, and we were, gave sanctions of some sort, but we put it in place because we had one of the most volatile casts. We had probably the most volatile
Not even
cast.
the worst.
And also, after that party at Ariana's, there was also men getting involved in the fighting. We couldn't have that. They weren't even cast
I
members.
think the only other show at this time that was worse than Mall Wives was Bad Girls Club.
Club.
Like,
Oh my God, yeah.
You knew what you were signing up for with Bad Girls Club. I actually had a roommate at the Jersey Shore one year, a girl that was on Bad Girls Club.
Who was it?
I don't want to say her name, but she was on Bad Girls Club. Yeah, she was cool. I was like kiki with her for a while, but she wasn't like the fighting type. She was like more of like like a read fight, like when you like make fun of each other and you go back and forth, like that's it. But I have decided to implement a new segment on the Straightened Out podcast called the Let Me Straighten It Out.
Okay.
I think I give the best advice.
Okay.
So, Leanna, I want you to ask me or ask all of us something you need straightened out in your life. Like, what's a piece of advice that you need or something that's going on in your life currently that you just don't have straightened out?
Oh, now I gotta think.
And let me, let Antonia, let Jen straighten it out for you.
Oh my God,
You
I'm
probably
on the spot
shouldn't
now.
listen to any of us.
Now
We'll give you advice.
Well, I
anyway.
shouldn't listen to my advice. So
I
give
think,
you
you should
advice
listen
to
to
her.
I think I give great advice.
Yeah, don't listen to him.
I give good advice. I don't always take my
You
own,
do,
but I give
yeah.
good advice.
Yeah, same.
I could give you the best advice. Doesn't mean I'm going to follow it.
Right.
If you come to me and you're like,
I give you
should I cheat?
logical
I'm going to tell
advice.
you no, but me, I may cheat.
All right, so so a lot of people, I'm gonna do like based on social media. A lot of people always ask me like, why don't you collab with this person or collab with that person or collab with this person? But if I personally like watch you and I don't think we can be friends, I don't want to like have like a work, we'll call it work relationship with you either. Like I don't want to be fake and now we're like working together. But if I don't see myself like actually liking you, I wouldn't want to work with you. So should I put that aside and just work with people? Or what do you think, Rob?
So, though I am only 6 months in the game, when I started doing the TikToks and all the stuff, I had the same outlook as you as to where, like, if I don't see me meshing with you in real life, I don't want to mesh with you at all. And that's not even, like, on a collabing standpoint. That's just on this, like, use every day. And the way we met, we DM each other. Oh, my God, I love your video. Like, we have to meet, we have to hang out. I get that every day. You get that every day.
Right.
She gets that every day. There's a lot of people that I dub.
Me too.
But what I'm learning is I feel like when I get to the point when I start to ask people to collab, and like if I asked Antonia to collab and she just dubbed me, I'd be like, she's a hater. And she may not even be a hater. She just may be shy. So, like, I don't want to have the perception of, like, the people that are asking me to do collab and I'm just, like, dubbing them off for them to think that I'm a hater. It's not because I'm a hater. It's just because I have this way of thinking that, and the same way that you think. And I don't think our way of thinking is right, because a lot of the times what you see online isn't really who they are in real life. And then you may meet someone in real life and like hit it off and be like, wow, I can't believe that I thought that it was like this online, but it's really something else. And then you can get together and make magic.
So now let me add this little piece of information. When I first started, I did used to collab with people, but I started to realize that people use you for views.
Yeah.
So then I would think in my head, like, okay, we are going to hang out, like, we're going to go out to dinner. And then all of a sudden a phone is out, and now there's a phone in my face, and it's like, whoa,
Okay.
I didn't know we were going to be doing all this.
To me, this all depends on what you're doing social media for. If you're doing it for a business, all of that comes with it. So if you're trying to monetize this, eventually you got to network. You got to meet these people. You got to let that phone come out. If you're doing it for pleasure or fun, then you make your personal decisions like that. But like Rob's saying, you never know, right?
Right.
You never know. And I'll give you a prime example. I didn't want to go to dinner last night with Renee and these two guys. I did not. I'm very, very to myself and but Renee was like, you never know. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I went to the dinner. The guy there put me on a phone with a film producer and financier. I have a meeting with that guy now on Monday. So you never know.
Yeah.
So you never know, one, will you vibe with the person you're actually meeting? It could be, like he said, who they are on social media is a front, but they're really nice in person. You might meet your best friend. You might meet a boyfriend. You don't know. And so I would always give a person one chance.
Okay.
No, I agree with you on that aspect, but I also feel like someone that has a very large following that I became friendly with said to me, you have to look at it where you guys use each other.
Right, because you're going to want to use someone else.
Because I did say that to you. And let's just note, when we went out, I have such hilarious footage of us
Oh my God, I know.
that will never see the light of day.
But like when we and Rob first met, like it was just we like clicked, and it wasn't like, okay, now we got to do content of each other. Like we went out and like we hung out, like as friends.
Yeah. Well, that's because, I'm also very new to this, and I think the same way that you think, but I personally feel like as I get into this more, I think that our way of thinking, like, it's like we're thinking like we're in the streets, but really,
Oh my God, yes.
really,
It's a business.
really, we have to look at this from a business standpoint, because whether they have 2 followers or 2 million followers, it's an audience that will never see us if we don't do these collabs.
And if they have 2 followers today, they might have 2 million tomorrow.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a symbiotic relationship. You're using them, they're using you. You may feel that way today, but you might want to use someone else in the future. So does that make you a bad person? No, that makes you a business person.
Yeah. But you know what? I do think that at the end of the day, with like the social media game, we all have the same goal.
Right.
It's just to have fun, put our content out there. If we make a buck, we make a buck.
Right.
I have no fucking patience no more. I have no patience to fake the funk with nobody. I have no patience to turn around and be like, yeah, let's hang out. Oh my God, I love your stuff. Like, we should. Me too. I don't have it in me no more. I don't want to. When Rob first started doing social media, he was like, I want to purge my whole life and make all new influencer friends. And I was like, you're a weirdo. I'm like, that's weird.
Did, and I still do, because you know what? I have more in common with someone like you now who puts their life online than my friends who don't. Because they think that I'm crazy. So it's like, when you enter a new chapter of your life, I'm not going to go any further hanging out with the same bitches that I'm hanging out with that are regular teachers, lawyers, work at CV, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm not going to further myself hanging around the same people. So
You always have to have your core group of people that you go back to.
Listen, I've had the same best friend since 7th grade. And those are the ones who support me. But you also have to remember, you have friends you go out with. You have your best friends from day one. And I'm not going to further myself hanging out with people that are not like-minded like me anymore. Like, my priority is not going out every weekend anymore. My priority is, I gotta get some content. I gotta do things. I gotta come up with ideas. I have to further myself. And I'm not even the collabing type. I just want to be friends with people that are like-minded, and I need to meet people in this industry, because if I didn't, she wouldn't be sitting on this couch right now. We would have never known her. You have to be out there. You have to get yourself out there. And you got to be a little friendly. And I have learned
this. Sounds like so much fucking work.
This has taught me to put my guard down. Because I'm a very guarded person. You're a very guarded person.
My social battery has been here my whole life. I've been able to talk to a wall since I came out of my mother's twat. I don't know. I can't do it no more the older I get. I cannot physically, and I don't want to do it. And my answer is no all the time now.
Yes.
No.
After social media, I don't have a social one. I don't have a social battery anymore either. And
I don't.
I just had this problem over the weekend where I was saying, I was like, I don't feel social right now. I don't feel social. Like, I don't feel, and then, like, the person was like, oh, but you're on social media.
No, it's different.
Like, it's different. Like, so I'm on social media and I'm always talking. That means I want a little quiet time every once in a while. Like,
I always want quiet
people
time.
think when you're on social media that you're ready just for action 24/7.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just want to relax sometimes.
And, like, it's not that I'm not nice. It's not that I'm not friendly. It's not that I'm not sociable. Like, I went to Vegas. I was mad friendly,
I think
mad
you're
sociable.
just going
like,
through a phase.
I went to whatever, like, but it's like, I always been like that, though. Like, I just can't fake the funk. Like, I'm not one of these people that's, like, gonna slap on a smile because I'm like, oh my God, they have, like, 500,000 followers. Like, we need to hang out. Like, oh my God, you have, like, a million followers. Like, we should definitely link. No, I don't want to talk to you. I'd rather go to dinner with my friends that I've been friends with for years and laugh our ass off over the dumbest of shit than have to fake a fucking conversation with you. I don't care where you came from or what your favorite color is.
Then what's going to happen when you run out of friends to sit on this beautiful green couch?
We'll continue to make friends.
You'll find the bocce guys.
Yeah. We'll have people make friends
listen,
for us.
social media is very weird to navigate. That you know, I'm learning every day. Every day it's something new.
Yeah, it's crazy though. It's weird. Like the fake and you know what? Like someone like you, when I met you, like it was real. It was authentic. Like your energy was normal. Like you're a normal
that's
person.
Because we're all cut from the same cloth. We're all from the same place.
I've met other people in the industry that like are normal. Like their energies are normal. Like they're cool. They're like personable, whatever. Yeah. But then I met some other people that I'm just like, you're like a plant. Like you're like an industry plant. Like you're weird. You're only here for the clout. You're only here for the camera. You're weird. It's weird. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I don't want to hang out with you. And I would never talk to them again. Do you agree?
I don't know.
No, because you're a plant.
I'm not a plant.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you, Leanna, for coming to the Straightened Out podcast. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in, listening. You can find us on @StraightenedOutPodcast on Instagram.
And TikTok.
@Tonesy Macaroni, Rant with Rob, La Italian Princess, and @Jenn Graziano.
Did you say we're going to link everyone's information at the bottom, or did I not hear that?
We are going to link everyone's information at the bottom because Rob didn't hear that. No, I.
Leanna, thank you for joining us. It was an actual pleasure.
It was the Never experienced anything like this in my life.
Don't you love it here? I
don't need mob vibes.
You don't need mob vibes when you have the real deal sitting in front of you.
The real Staten Island.
But I will say this. We all need to uplift each other rather than tear each other down. And when we have differences, we should talk about them.
I concur.
So make sure you're following us at the Straightened Out Podcast. Make sure you're following Leanna at La Italian Princess, which was the Italian princess taken? So you chose La?
Well, it makes sense. It's Italian.
La in Italian is la.
Yeah.
La Italian Princess on Instagram and TikTok. Jenn Graziano, myself, and Antonia. I don't think we need any introductions, but we'll link our social media below. Have a great day.
That's a wrap.